So in the Buddhist doctrine, we talk about ignorance being the root of samsara. Yeah? So what is then actually samsara? So samsara is a kind of a cycle. And what kind of cycle? A cycle of contaminated birth, sickness, aging, and death. Yeah, so that's kind of what we call the four currents of the four types of suffering, or something like that. Right? So that means samsara is a cycle that we are reborn again and again. And the way we are reborn and again is contaminated. That means that there is no control. For example, when we fall asleep, we don't have control of our dreams, generally speaking, right? When we are in an emotional hijack, we're not in control. And why are we not in control? Because of these destructive emotions or these afflictions. So that keeps us going. That's a kind of habituation pattern that causes the person to have various aspects of life and be reborn and again in similar situations, sometimes good, sometimes better, sometimes worse, right? So that all happens beyond control. Sickness, same thing. We just get sick. Why do we get sick? Of course, there's external factors of a virus and your immunity maybe not strong enough, but where does that come from? So also, those aspects happen to us beyond control. The moment we get sick, we want to get better, but it's not really going to happen. Death, same thing. We're going to die. The moment we born, we know we're going to die, right? So in Buddhism, we joke about it because we think about it quite a lot. So that means some people think, oh, the Buddhists, they always talk about suffering of samsara and death and impermanence, they must be so depressed. But actually, it's the opposite, because if you understand reality, you have acceptance. If you have acceptance, you can deal with issues much better, right? You can take a distance, you know? So with samsara, it's very similar. Samsara is the cycle of contaminated aspects of being born, then suffering of sickness, whatsoever, and then death. Yeah, we die beyond control. We don't have any control, in general speaking, an ordinary person over the death process. And that goes again and again and again. Sometimes you go to higher rebirths, sometimes you go to lower rebirths, beyond control, and then we say, oh, the Buddha saw this, or this is something to be avoided, this is something to be abandoned. Is it possible? And then saw how it's been caused, first of all. And then we saw it's caused by karma and afflictions. Yeah? So karma and afflictions are the direct cause of samsara, and ignorance is the root cause. Yeah? So there's a distinction between direct cause and root cause. So that means that the Buddha examined, we have to subdue our mind, yeah? So practice morality. We subdue our mind on a temporary level to get rid of the direct cause of suffering, right? And then the root cause we tackle with understanding ultimate reality. Yeah, to get rid of ignorance, we have to understand the view of selflessness or the view of emptiness for the purpose. And then you can achieve what we call nirvana, right? So that means samsara and nirvana both are created by the mind. So it's up to the individual, basically, to make a choice, right? Yeah.